another exciting edition of Xplosion on Adoatv. My name is Isaac Morty. Today we are not going to talk about football, we are going to talk about chess. Today we are going to speak to a very honorable woman in the Chess Association. So I've been doing a lot for the Ghana Chess Association. They have recently had a lot of programs and we are going to speak to her about it. We'll also be talking to her about the prospect of Maule Richardson and Dave Kwanzaa, how the association is shaping them up for the future. We're also going to talk about their plans in the next 2 to 3 years and the challenge facing the association. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, I will introduce my guest to you.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center presents Black Stars footballer Jerry Akaminko. Jerry chose Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center to increase his performance. Their team of specialists use modern trends in physiotherapy to manage complex conditions in pain management, stroke rehabilitation, pediatric physiotherapy, sports injury rehabilitation, weight management, and so much more. Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center, your reawakening destination. Contact them now.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. As I said earlier, today we are going to talk about chess, and I have an honorable person to speak to. Her name is Miss Christine Ashi, and she is the Vice President for the Ghana Chess Association. Welcome, Miss Christine Ashi.
Thank you.
I hope you are doing well.
By His grace.
Yes, and I hope the association is also doing well.
We are doing what we can. We are managing.
Yes, okay. Can you brief us what is currently going on in the Ghana Chess Association?
Currently, we have a young man, Philip Selikem Ameku, playing in the World Youth Tournament.
Yes. And please which country?
Come in.
The country.
It's an online game. It's
Online.
online, so he's playing from home.
Oh, okay. And before we delve into matters, we're also going to look at the prospect of Marley Richardson, Chief Dave Kwanzaa, and the online guy who is doing very great for the Ghana Chess Association. First of all, we're going to talk about the President Cup. Ghana Chess Association hosted the 10th President Cup here in Ghana. Can you take us through some of the preparations we did for our players before the tournament itself started?
Okay, as you rightly said, the 10th President Cup, that means we've been organizing it every year. And this year was the 10th edition. We started some 10 years ago, but it was introduced by the former chess president. Currently, he's Air Commodore George Akudazi. He introduced the President Cup. So periodically, every year, we hold this tournament. So basically to improve the ratings of our individuals in Ghana, because we don't normally get the chance to travel outside for tournaments, to play more tournaments, to upgrade our ratings. In chess, we have something called ratings. The more you play, the more you get high ratings and stuff. So once we don't get the chance to travel outside the country often, we normally hold or host a rated tournament in Ghana. That's to give the chance for our locally players to play in such tournaments and then upgrade their ratings and stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about the 10th President Cup. How are our players coping with other African countries in terms of the competition? We hope the Ghana Chess Association, our young athlete or players can upgrade themselves to become one of the best chess players in Africa. Currently, how are they coping with other African country players?
Okay, with the President Cup, it's a senior tournament. It's open to everybody. So most of the times we have more adults playing. But this year we decided to add a little of our young players to play with it so that they can use that as preparation towards the African Youth Tournament we hosted later in the year. So if you recall, we invited some 1 or 2 younger players to play in such tournaments. The person of Dave, a champion, Mauli was there. Selikem couldn't make it because of other important assignments. But we had 1 or 2 of them to use the President's Cup as preparation towards the African Youth we later played. And they did very well. They had exposure, they had some experiences they gathered from the President's Cup, and then they filtered it into the African Youth. And we all saw the benefit of that.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about that. Let's look about the introduction of the chess game to the student at the grassroots level. How do you do that? Because there are a lot of kids, let's say in the deprived areas, who can actually play the chess game. But how are you introducing this game to the children at deprived communities?
Okay, so we also have the chess in school that we do. We had Kasparov bringing in a number of boards to us, and so we started with that. We had over 200 boards. We distributed it nationwide. So we started with our chess in school program, and I can boast of over 100 schools playing chess now. And the benefit is also there for you to see. So we started on a very low scale. And then because it involves a lot, you need boards, you need coaches into brackets, you need technical know-how, you need chess materials to do it. And those things are very expensive. So even though we started on a very low scale, now it's not to the peak of how we want it to be. But I can boastfully say we are averagely, we are doing very well with our chess in school program. And those who have taken that, the schools that have taken it up, you will know that I don't want to mention names, but then you will see the benefits their kids get from playing chess.
Talking about teaching its kids, How do you recruit the technical men to to teach the kids the game of chess?
Okay, ideally we organized a trainer seminar for them. That was a few years back. And then most of the teachers we have who teaches chess are chess players. So you can recall that we play chess in the universities a lot. Legon, Cape Coast, Volta Region, Tamale, almost all the universities in Ghana play chess. So once they come out, some of them comes to do with their national service with the chess federation, and then they take up the chess in schools program. Others also after completion of their school, and I don't know whether if it's unemployment, once they are done with their national service, they go into chess in schools program. Most of them teaches the private schools and they charge something later from it. So it's like an income for them. So most of them takes it very seriously. That's how can we do it.
Based on what you are saying, can we say that we can use the game of chess to curb unemployment in this country?
Why not? I don't know if you have seen somebody who plays chess and is unemployed. It's very addictive, and once you start you can't stop. So even me that I have a government work I do chess alongside. So I have some schools I teach chess. So almost all the players in Ghana have that as their second job. That is if they have their main job they are doing. Otherwise, if you really take it as a full time, in fact, I can tell you you can make money than somebody sitting in the office because you can get about 10 or 5, even if you get 5 schools that you are teaching chess. And we do that maybe twice in a week or thrice, and it's just 1 or 2 hours tuition. So imagine you are doing that as a full time. You can do like 10 schools. At the end of the month, if every month every school is paying you even 1,000 Ghana cedis, you'll be making like 5,000 in a month, which I don't even get talking here. So yeah.
Okay. We have seen young kids playing the game of chess. We've seen 9-year-old, 8 years old, 10 years
11.
old, 11 playing the game of chess. Is there any age category when it comes to the game of chess?
No,
Okay.
there's no age categories. We don't have anything like age category. Everybody can play chess from 1 year till you die.
1 year.
You can play. For instance, I always use my son as an example. After I bet him, I didn't buy any toys for him to play with. The only toys he plays with was the chess pieces.
So your kids play the game of chess.
I have just one boy and he does, yes. So that is it. There's no any age bracket to it. Everybody can play chess. And it's a mind game. So once you play, yeah, you are good to go.
The last time I spoke to you, you made mention of you sending a request to the Minister of Education so that the game of chess can be introduced into our curriculum. And
Yeah.
how far is that? Have they accepted it?
Not really accepted it, but we are happy the current Minister of Education plays chess himself. And before he even became the minister, he used to come to our events, grace our occasions, and all that. So he is a chess person now. But unfortunately, I think time is not on his side. So anytime we book an appointment to meet him, we meet the deputy, and then so we started something, but it's not like fully finalized.
Okay, let's talk about resourcing of the chess clubs. We have chess clubs in this country, and how does the federation association support them in terms of resourcing them with the board games?
Okay, so with the clubs, the main thing we do for them is to give them just the chess boards, and once in a while we organize the training seminars for their coaches or teachers or trainers. So we do something we call trainees. So we train you, and then if you have like 10 of your trainers over there, we pick just one from each club, put them together, and then train them. So when you go back, you can also train the others left behind. So the main thing we can do for them for now is just the boards. The boards we give to them, even though they are limited, that's the only thing we can do for them for now. And then the technical know-how. And then once a while, we buy some softwares online and then share to them to use. But individually, they do their own research and all that. Everything can be found online. We have our website. Our International Federation website is open, it's not limited. You can always visit there and get whatever learning materials you need to teach the game of chess.
Oh, okay. The game of chess, do these clubs only based in Accra? We have other clubs in other regions?
We have like, for now, we have like chess clubs in about 9 regions.
9 regions.
9 regions.
Which
Yes.
you are able to monitor
Yes,
the activities.
yes, we monitor them because we have reps in all the regions and then they give us feedback and report to the national federations.
So do you recruit some of these players into the national team?
Well, what happens is, no, you have to come and justify yourself.
So justify
So
recruitment.
what happens is with our national, the way we go about our national team, we have our top 5 rated players, like the first 5 highest rated players in Ghana. They are always a standby, and then we organize a national tournament, invite all of them to come and play, and then the first 5 from that tournament, we add our top 5 to them, making 10, and then they play justify. So these 10 players will play their game, and then we select our top 5 from these 10 players to represent us in any of our international competitions.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about the Accra Individual Chess League. At the end of their league, let's say season, do the association have something for them, a package for these clubs to support them?
Yes, we started this 3 years ago. I think last year or last year, we couldn't hold it because of the COVID. So we have just hosted this, and it wasn't Accra only. It was National Club Championship. So it was all the regions partaking in the league. So after the league, I can say that the first team went away with about 5,000 Ghana cedis with some chess boards. Yeah, we have a package for them, but you know, chess is a small federation.
Yes.
We are now growing up, so that's the best we could have done as at that time. But because of COVID, that tournament was put on hold for last year and this year. Hopefully next year we'll do it.
Okay, now let's talk about the prospect of the 8-year-old Dave Kwanzaa champion. First, let me ask, how did you discover that ball?
Okay, his dad is also a chess player. So most of these players have, apart from Selikem, whose parents doesn't play chess, almost all the kids have some 1 or 2 relatives of them playing. And these days, you know, because of this COVID, most of these online games were done online. You can be in your house and then play chess. You can be anywhere. You don't need, chess is not expensive to play. You only need to download the app on your phone, your laptop. And then once the kid is smart, and there are a lot of movies they play chess in. So most of the smart kids, when they watch these movies and they see the game of chess, they come back and then try to ask questions on it. So Dave was discovered, let me say, through his dad, because he plays chess, and he also has a chess academy. So they discovered him through that. And then the association also gets him the international tournament to play with.
So when he won the medal for Ghana, how how did you feel personally as vice president for the
I
association?
felt happy. Of course, I registered him into that tournament. So once he won the gold medal, why not? I was happy.
Let me say, there are a lot of athletes in this country. They start very well, but at the end they drift away. So,
Yeah.
how are you managing Dave Kwanzaa so that one day we will not find him drifting away from the game of chess?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. As association, what we can do is what we are doing now. Now we are getting him more tournaments to play to improve upon his ratings, and then we are hoping to get a grandmaster from Ghana. And I
Grandmaster.
see those things in this young, not only him, we have a lot of kids which are very prospect to do that. So I don't care whoever, like, I don't mind, excuse my language, I don't mind whichever kids attain that title. But all I want is to see a grandmaster in one of these kids. They are a lot. They are a lot. Some of them, Dave is good. Some are even better than him. Everybody in his field. He happens to play that tournament with only one kid. At that time, Selikem and the others were in school or something, so they couldn't get the chance to play. But they could have also played in their category. He played under 9. Selikem could have won gold in under 11. We have Enoch, we have Maoli, but yeah, that was his time. So even the recent tournament we hosted, of which Selikem played second. He didn't even play second. He even placed second with a title. And that title, Candidate Master. I have played chess for like 10 years. I haven't even gotten that title. We have senior players playing chess for that long. They haven't even attained that title. But he played just 1 or 2 international competitions. And then he got that title. That title is forever, yo. Now, if we want to address Selikem, we have to add the title to it. You can't just call his name. You have to call him CM Selikem. What?
CM Selikem.
Yes. So it's a big achievement.
Okay. Before we go for a break, I would like to ask you this one. They say the game of chess is for the rich. How true is that?
It's not true. It's not true. We have people from Bukom playing.
People from
Bukom deprived the rest playing chess. It's not true. All you need is a table and chess, and just get one chess board. You are good to go to start training. You can always play, but then the reason why they said it's expensive is the number of tournaments you need to travel to participate and get your ratings. That is how it makes it expensive. And the learning materials, the software, some of them are very expensive. But just playing chess, like we all do in Ghana, it's not really expensive like that.
Oh, okay. So you heard Madam Christine Ashi. She says that the game of chess is not an expensive game. So if you are out there and you want to play the game of chess for the association, you can kindly come to your office and seek your approval, register, and then you join a chess club. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue the discussion.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center presents Black Stars footballer Jerry Akaminko. Jerry chose Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center to increase his performance. Their team of specialists use modern trends in physiotherapy to manage complex conditions in pain management, stroke rehabilitation, pediatric physiotherapy, sports injury rehabilitation, weight management, and so much more. Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center, your reawakening destination. Contact them now.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. We're just having discussions on the game of chess, and I have with me Madam Christine Ashif, who has been taking me through the game of chess. Gave Chief Kwanzaa a champion, the 8-year-old who won the gold medal for Ghana. She has also talked about Elikem, who is currently competing in an online game. Straight, we will move away to their relationship with Riz and Co. Madam, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes. We heard you have renewed your relationship with Riz and Co. How is the renewal affecting the Ghana Chess Association positively?
Okay, not necessarily renewing, but then they had a new MD. So we just went there to formalize, introduce ourselves to the new one, and then the old one introduced us to the new one so that he can also follow up from where he left. They have been a sponsor for the President's Cup for 10 years now, since we started till date. They always take a portion of the budget and then sponsors it. So with them, they understand chess. They know the benefits of chess, and they know that when you associate yourself with the chess association or the game of chess, the benefits you can derive from it. I don't know why they opted out from football or haven't even sponsored football before, but they are very keen in sponsoring chess. To be specific, the President Chess competition we always host.
Okay, so how much, let me say, if you can give us some specific amount they give to the association?
Well, with chess, even if you give us 500 Ghana today, we will carry you on our head because we don't get that in common. But what they normally, I think I don't know if they will be happy if I mention the amount. For you, it may be little to you, but for us, it's very big. It's not okay, but we appreciate it. They always give in $1,000 for yes.
And you get that amount from the sports ministry. If when you go to them to assist, you don't get that amount of money.
Well, if you go to them to assist us, they don't give us $1,000. They give us more than that. That is if they are sponsoring.
Okay. Wow, that's good. Yeah. So apart from Riz and Co, do you have any other partnership with any other company or corporate organization?
Yes, we do, but they are on and off. They are not constant like Riz and Co.
Oh, okay. Now let's talk about the 11-year-old Amakun Philip Selikem. How you made mention of Dave Kwanzaa, his parents play a game of chess, and then you got to know him. How about Amakun Philip Selikem?
Okay, Selikem was living in UK, and they play chess in their school. So they have this community game they play. For instance, in Ghana, I'll say regional base. Before you participate, let me use Ghana as an example. Before you participate in a national festival, like the way we call it here, National Sports Festival, if you want to participate in UK's festival, you need to represent your region, your community. So their community organizes a chess tournament to pick their top players to represent them at the festival. So he went there one day, and even though he didn't play, they saw the potential in him. So they just invited him to represent the community, and then he played in that tournament. So his mom says he remembers his dad was playing something like that. She didn't even remember the name. So she decided to bring him to Ghana so that he can play with the father and see who is good, because the daddy has been disturbing him with that game. Unfortunately, they got to Ghana, and I think the next day or two, the daddy passed on or something. So he didn't even have the chance to play with his dad. But when they came down, they realized there's a chess club in Ghana. And as of that time, we had invited the first black African grandmaster, the person of Maurice Ashley, to Ghana to hold a training seminar for some of our trainers and also teach the kids some tactics in chess. So we invited them, and then they came on board. But during the section, the grandmaster discovered that he's a good player. With his age and then the level of what he's playing, he saw something in him. So when he went back to the States, there was a tournament in UK. So he decided to invite Selikim over just to meet with some top players, to familiarize himself with them and make the first move of the tournament. Not for him to play, but then just to make the first move, for him to have that feeling of a grandmaster. So he went there and then made the first move. He came down, we organized the African Youth last year. He played, but didn't really do well until this year when he played, and then played very well and played second. He could have played first, but he underrated one of the Egyptian players. So that is it.
Talking about the community game in UK, do you do similar thing here in Ghana too?
Yeah, we do. We do. For instance, every January, when you look on our calendar, we have the Tema Classic. We have the club in Tema is called the Ninth May Chess Club. So every January, they organize a FIDE-rated tournament. It's internationally recognized, called Tema Classic. We do same in Tamale. We do same in Volta region. We do same in Central Kumasi. So it's all over.
Wow. Now let's talk about the challenge facing the association. You know, all the lesser known sports or the least finance sports,
Least finance. We are not lesser known. We are known,
finance.
but least finance.
Least finance sports. When you talk to them, most of them talk about financing.
Yeah.
For the Ghana Chess Association, you have recent who have been coming to your aid. How is the association standing financially? Is it okay?
Financing is across board. We all face challenge because everything you do needs money. For instance, even the chess board, which I say we have some as little as 30, 50 Ghana cedis, but you can't just buy one. You need to buy in hundreds for distribution. If you want to distribute to all the regions, clubs and all that, you need to buy boards, the clocks, learning materials. You need to buy a lot of things. That is if you want to take the chess as professional. If you want to play Bojobajo chess, you can just draw the mat on the floor, roll some papers there, and then start playing. But if you want to do it very well, at least you have to invest a little bit. And the association cannot do that alone. We can't. We are doing what we can, but it's not enough. And the government also cannot do it alone. So we are just using this platform to appeal to corporate bodies to come to our aid to support Ghana Chess. So the main challenge is the financing bit, and then lack of equipment, and then we also need a coach. We don't have a national coach yet. What we normally do is to use our top rated player. When there's a competition, he tends to be our coach, and then he teaches us what he knows. Meanwhile, he also needs somebody to be teaching him. We need a national coach, a grandmaster to be specific. So that's it.
what's the criteria for getting a national coach? Do you have a criteria in place for selecting a national coach?
For us selecting, no, we don't. All you need is the money to, because they charge in hours. Like,
In hours?
yes, every 1 hour they charge, like it's in dollars, like $1,000 an hour. And so it's very expensive. That's why I'm appealing to corporate bodies to come on board. Even the government cannot do that. It's very expensive compared to, it's maybe even expensive than the football coach.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, maybe we talk about the national coach. We have seen other African countries come to Ghana to play the game of chess. How do you, when you see them coming and playing the game of chess in Ghana, how do you associate or compare our association to them? Is there any difference? Are they far ahead of us, or are we catching up?
They are not far away from us. Some of them actually even respect Ghana a lot because of the way we do our things, but we don't have anything in it. For instance, in Nigeria, most of their players does that professionally. They don't do any work apart from chess, and the government pays them for playing chess.
So their names are on the government.
So their names are on the government's payroll. You wake up, go to your chess club or the library just to play chess. You don't do anything.
That's good.
So such player, when a player from Nigeria comes to beat somebody in Ghana, even though it will pay me, it wouldn't be so much because they invest into it. And you need to invest. You can't just get up and then get to the top. You need to invest. Invest.
In terms of investment, there are some corporate organizations, when we go to them, they ask of, show us something, documentation. When we are okay with it, we will come on board. Do you have such a thing, documentation?
Yeah, we do. We do have a proposal we take round, and that's how come we got people like Reese and Co. and others to come on board. But you know, in this part of our country, it's mostly whom you know. You can have the very best of proposal, but it wouldn't get anywhere. So we are still putting a try. We are not giving up. Every year we distribute this proposal and we get 1 or 2 companies coming to our aid to sponsor us.
So how attractive is chess in Ghana?
Very attractive. If it's not attractive, I'm not sure you'll be here interviewing me now. Okay. It is for those who understand it and for those who love the game. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes people get confused, the game of chess, and then people call it draft. So what's the difference?
They don't have anything in common. The only thing that looks alike is the board, like the shape of the board. Apart from that, I don't see any relationship between that two. They don't have anything in common.
We have been hearing the name checkmate. What's the difference? Because in them we don't have something like checkmate.
So there's nothing in common with it. You can't compare drafts or damage to chess. Wow. It's a no-go area. Checkmate is, checkmate, you have lost your game anyway. If I tell you checkmate, it means your king is under check and it doesn't have anywhere to go. So you have lost the game. We have a lot of techniques in chess and the names. We have checkmate, we have pin, we have something called fork.
Fork.
Yes.
Okay. But I'll go for a quick commercial. But when I come back, you explain that one to me because
the fork.
Yes, the rules of the game to us. So we'll go for a quick commercial. But when we come back, the discussion continues.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center presents Black Stars footballer Jerry Akaminko. Jerry chose Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center to increase his performance. Their team of specialists use modern trends in physiotherapy to manage complex conditions in pain management, stroke rehabilitation, pediatric physiotherapy, sports injury rehabilitation, weight management, and so much more. Nadcoff Physiotherapy and Wellness Center, your reawakening destination. Contact them now.
Okay, welcome back from that quick commercial break. We were having discussions on chess in Ghana. We talk about Elikem, we talk about Dave Kwanzaa. We have also talked about a whole lot concerning the chess association in Ghana here. But before we went for a quick commercial break, she was talking about some of the rules in the chess game. Basically, I know one or two rules in the game, and she is here. She is going to tell us the rules in the chess game. Madam, welcome back.
Thank you.
Before we went for a quick break, you were talking about the rules in the game. Kindly tell us, there are people out there who are listening to us, they want to know the rules concerning the chess game. So if you can kindly briefly take us through the rules in the chess game.
Okay, so the basic ones are your chessboard. The chessboard, we have like 64 squares on the chessboard.
64 squares.
Yes, 32 white and then 32 black. So you need your chessboard and then your chess pieces.
Pieces.
Yes, the pieces. We have the rook, we have the bishop, we have the knight, we have the king, the queen, and then the pawns, the smaller one. So you have to know the names of the pieces, the arrangements on the chessboard, because there's arrangements for it. We don't arrange it like a draft arrangement or a dummy arrangement. There's a way we arrange the chess pieces. And any of the pieces has a way they move. So once you know the chessboard, the arrangements of it, the names of the pieces, you have to learn the way each of the pieces moves. For instance, the pawns moves on a straight direction. If you want to move any of them for the first time, you can move 2 squares, and then subsequent moves are just one, but it also captures only diagonal. It moves on a straight line, but captures diagonal. When you take the rook moves and captures vertically and horizontally. It can go as far as it wants to capture any piece. When you take the knight moves like an L shape, L shape. It's the only piece that can jump over another piece, because you know horses can also jump. The another name for the ninth piece is horse. So the movement of the horse is also, it moves like an L shape, but you need to just count only of the 3 boxes. So you pick the ninth, 1, 2, 3, then you curve 1, 2, 3, like an L shape. You move, the bishop also moves and captures diagonally, just diagonal, like the way the pawns move. The queen's movement is the combination of the rook and the bishop. So the queen moves vertically, horizontal, and diagonally, and it captures the same way. When you take the king, it's the most laziest piece on the chessboard, but it's also the most powerful piece also. The king only moves 1 square at a time.
1 square.
It can only go 1 square at a time. Yes, unlike the king. So once you know the movement of the pieces, now there's something called opening principles. There are lots of them. There are like 1,001. So you pick 1 or 2, master it, and use that for your games. So there's opening principles for white, and then there's response, because white always moves first. So once you learn the principle for white, you have to learn the defense for black also. Because for instance, if I play d4, you should be able to have a defense you play to disorganize whatever formation I want to play. So if you are learning, it has to be 2 sides. Today you can play white, tomorrow you'll be the black and somebody's playing white. So you have to learn both sides also. So once you are done with the opening principles, you master 1 or 2 of them, and then we know you come to the middle game. For me, I always want to win my game in the middle game, because I know my end games are not good. So I wouldn't wait for us to get to the end game. I want to finish you up in the middle game, because my middle game is good. So whichever strategy you want to use, if your opening is very good, make sure you end the game in the opening. If you know your middle game is good, make sure you end it in the middle game. But if you want to stretch it to the end game, then you should know you are the master in end games. There are principles in all these 3 aspects. So you decide to master your opening very well, or master middle game very well, or master the end game very well. So if you are good in end game, make sure you just drag the game to the end game, and then you can finish your opponent. But if the end game is no good, don't even get there. Just finish the person in the opening. If you're in the middle game, if your opening is very good, you can win in like 3, 4 moves. So you can master that and finish that in the opening game.
This requires
So that,
coaching.
yes,
Coaching. That's
it's
why
a
we need
lot.
the national coach.
Yeah, we actually need the national coach. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us. We'll always be dreaming the grandmaster, but we can never have it.
Talking about this, how is the board game accessible? Because there are people who wants to play the game of chess, but first they need to have access to it. So how accessible is the
Okay, so we when you just go onto our website, Ghana Chess. We are all on the social handling. Ghana Chess, Instagram, Twitter. We have a website. Just Google Ghana Chess, and every information will pop up. We have a registration form. You just register. If you are finding anything difficult, there are phone numbers there. Just give anyone a call, and then they will answer to you.
And so how does one join a chess club?
It depends. It depends. If you just want to come and play a tournament and go, that is there. We have a tournament, which almost all our tournaments in Ghana is open. You can always come from outside, wherever, and play. But if you want to join a club, you need to look for the club around your area. We have clubs scattered all over Ghana. So if you are living in Osu, we have a chess club in Osu Chess Club. They are all on the website. So even if we don't have that in your immediate area, the next available town around, you can have it.
Okay. Before you go, if you can kindly share with us some of your upcoming programs? The year is getting on, and maybe you have a program before the year ends, or maybe your programs are scheduled to, God willing, next year.
Okay, so we have our first phase of our nationals coming up in December. You remember I mentioned that we have an open national tournament we organize, and then we pick the first 5 to join the outstanding top 5 players we have to play the second phase of our national. So we have our first phase of the nationals coming up from the 2nd to 14th of November, and it's open. It's open to everyone. Come justify your inclusion into the top 10 players. And then we get our national team in our second phase. We also have the females nationals also coming up. And then the juniors second phase also coming up. We had the first phase last 2 weeks at DPS. So the second phase is also coming up next month.
Finally, we have a message for the chess players and those who would like to be national champion for us. Any message for our viewers?
Okay, so my patriots, my chess players, if you want to be a part of our national team, all I have to tell you is to train. You know, we don't just pick players to join the national team. You need to justify yourself. So it's the only thing you can do is to train. And make sure you come here, beat the top players, and get the chance to travel. Next year is an Olympiad year for us. So next year is our World Olympiad tournament. So whichever player qualified, next year you'll be traveling to Russia to play the Olympic Games.
Yeah, you heard that right. Next year, if you are able to be the champions in Ghana, we'll be on the plane to Moscow, Russia, to play for Ghana. This has been Madam Christine Ashi. This has been Xplosion at Adoatv. My name is Isaac Monte. We'll come again your way on Friday from 4:45 to 5:45. It's a goodbye for now.